I'm Jade and this is my graduate journey. I've chosen to produce 3 different cocktails that represent my time at Westminster and my personal journey. For first year, I've chosen Childish Play. For me, first year was an academic breeze but a social challenge. Having done law at A-level, I already had a mild grasp on what the degree itself entailed. However, what I did not have a grasp on was the harsh reality of wider university life. University was hard work. Adjusting to life away from home was difficult. Making new friends and fending for myself and working late night hours was extremely tiring. Inevitably, this meant I began slacking off, particularly when it came to topics that I did not enjoy or naturally excel at, such as public law. Looking back now, I can see that I became complacent and lazy. Ultimately, this laziness led to disappointment, and receiving my public law mark was definitely a notable low point in my degree journey. However, I emerged from first year having averaged a first, but that was not my only achievement. I had started a journey of self-discovery. I discovered that whilst my work ethic was sometimes lacklustre, I could still achieve great results away from home. The end of first year was a real turning point for me in feeling like a fully fledged adult. For second year, I've made blood, sweat and tears because that's what it made me shed. I entered that year with a sense of pride. I had done well in first year, made amazing friends and moved to my own place, but there was still a feeling of expectation creeping on me. What if I had peaked too soon? I also felt a sense of trepidation. Everyone around me seemed to echo the sentiment that second year is the worst, and I certainly felt that way. Land law and equity were my sworn nemesis. In fact, I admit now that I actively avoided those modules, so apologies. Everyone around me that year seemed to have a career plan, places on vacation schemes and corporate contacts. I was confused. I knew I didn't want the corporate career everyone else lusted after. I wanted to be different. A generic legal career was just not for me. To add to this confusion, along came COVID-19, shaking any sense of stability I had forged. Forced to move home, I began resenting everything and everyone relating to my degree. Quite frankly, I hated law, I hated university, and I hated London. For third year, I'm making at sea because I'm still unsure about my future in law. I entered third year more focused and determined than ever. I wanted that first class degree, if for nothing more than to prove to myself that I could do it, but I still carried some animosity. COVID had monumentally ruined my university experience. I'm paying for services I can't properly access and missing out on all the things a 21-year-old should be enjoying. Ironically, however, this is the year where I've felt the most freedom to choose the topics I want to study, topics that interest and engage, but that also allow me to express myself beyond the realms of black letter law. This freedom gave me even more drive to succeed. I'm in control, I can choose, and I can show people how diverse and stimulating the law can be. Nonetheless, I still retain a sense of fear of failure, fear of disappointment, and fear that when I graduate I will no longer have a purpose. Nonetheless, I also know that in reality my graduate journey has only just started. My future is undecided, and that for now that suits me just fine. So I only have one thing left to say, and that is, bottoms up everyone.